Hi, this is Carl A. Opson, your instructor for SERP 590, Single Case Research Design at the University of Arizona. And I want to spend just a couple minutes giving you a quick introduction to whether or not you should use a withdrawal design. And we're going to look at just one question that you can use to figure out whether or not you should use a withdrawal design. Now, I'm not saying you shouldn't read deeper into your text or other works to find out the differences. You really should. But this is a little bit of a shortcut. And the answer is you just got to figure out whether or not you can withdraw the intervention. That's it. If you can withdraw the intervention, it's probably a good idea and simpler to use a withdrawal design. However, it's really a little bit more complicated than that, because there are things you need to look at to figure out whether you can withdraw an intervention. There's more to it than you might think. Let's look at what some of those things might be. First of all, you have to look at whether or not you have a behavior that can be reversed, right? And whether or not you have a situation that can be reversed. So, have you made an irreversible change in behavior like self-care skills or academic skills? If you teach a kid to read, if that's your intervention, can you withdraw that? You can withdraw the teaching of the reading, but the behavior isn't likely to reverse, right? Teach somebody to read, they can read. If you teach a kid to feed themselves with a spoon, you could take away the spoon, but you can't take away that knowledge they've gained to actually use the spoon. If you teach a kid to tie their shoes, you can't reverse that behavior. Now, if your intervention includes tools that improve that behavior, then maybe you can do it. Like in our Goofy study we're following along in this course, low light, strong light to improve reading rate. We can remove the light, and that's going to change the reading rate, because it wasn't a change in skill, teaching the child a new skill. If we provide an adapted spoon for a kid who has trouble using a regular spoon, and we change back to a non-adapted spoon, and we switch back and forth, we can probably get different rates in self-care and feeding. Same thing with tying shoes. If we provide some kind of a tool to help a child tie their shoe, we could remove that tool, but we can't necessarily remove the skill, all right? So that's something to keep in mind when you look at using a reversal design. Have you taught a skill that can it be reversed or not reversed? Another one is ethical issues. If I teach a kid how to cross the street safely, is it ethical or if I give them some skills to help, not skills, but let's say I change some element of the street light or the crossing that makes it safer for them to cross the street. Do I want to take that away? Probably not. If I've made some adjustments in the bathroom to help a kid with toileting supports, do I want to take those things away? Probably not. If I've got a kid who is incredibly frustrated because we cut off the lights to try to show that he can't read in low light, do I actually want to do that? Maybe I don't. You got to look at ethical issues in terms of self-care skills, academic skills. Another way to look at these ethical issues is that you may want to do this and you may think it's ethical, but you better check around you, because other people may not agree with you, right? And to do research, you generally going to need the permission of the client, the principal or the supervisor, a parent, a teacher. They may not agree with you to do a reversal or a withdrawal of your intervention and return to baseline.